Oh, Pagkakwape. Oh, my brothers and sisters and relatives out there and elders, wherever you may be. I hope that the youth today has looked after you this morning and cared for you. I hope that if they're in the living room now, I hope that they're watching this and are going into the kitchen and maybe cook you something to eat. Or bring you some tea or coffee. I'd like to talk to you this morning about racism in 2011, 2012, all the way back from 1492 to now. Now, there are some misconceptions and perceptions out there that racism doesn't exist in 2011 and 12. That we are an advanced society that no longer needs or has an attitude of racism. That's all fine and dandy if you're not a native. If you're a native, racism is alive and well kicking right here in America, in the United States, and in Canada. You know, here in Canada, they have this thing of saying that Native people are the fastest growing population per capita, right here in Canada. I kind of have to rebut that statement that Native people are the fastest growing, population here in Canada. Racism seems to be the fastest growing population here in Canada and probably the world. You know, just like the Jewish people of World War II and One and so forth, and how Hitler used to put these tattoos of numbers, right, identification numbers on their forearms, right. Little kids to old people got them, right? That form of racism came from Native people. The idea, the idea of Hitler's revenge on Jews came from the destruction and the attempted annihilation of Native people. Hitler got his format from Native people, what was done to Native people. Right? That idea fostered many wars. The idea of killing natives and the idea of glorifying us in one way or another is reflected in what they name their weapons of war, such as the Apache helicopter, right? You know, the killing machine that the United States created, this rocket, kills a lot of people, called Tomahawk. And there's a lot of stuff out there, that they have created to perpetuate more fear of Native people. That we are nothing more than savages. So they use these iconic names to instill fear of the Native people, right? And but before I go on any further, I'd like to share a really good example that happened to me yesterday. Yesterday being Sunday, today's Monday for you out in YouTube land. But what happened to me yesterday was I was playing chess downtown in a community kind of um, craft fair, if you want to call it, where they closed down the street. Um, what happened to me yesterday, I beat this guy in playing chess, right? And there's this guy that was standing with a cane kind of thing. He walked away, and I walked away and went on my merry way, and I saw him standing there, right? And I asked him, I said, "Hey, do you play chess?" He jumped, and he looked at me and he said, "No, no, 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 I don't, no, no." And he was literally terrified of me. He jumped. He jumped. Here's a guy that's on a walker, right, walking away with these two stick type thing walking away, and he freaked out because I asked him a simple question. Right? How does that relate to this topic? A perpetual brainwashing by everybody of Native people. I shouldn't say everybody. Everybody, and says that everybody's against us. That may not be the case, but you get the idea of what I'm trying to say, right? Okay, that's just keep that in mind. The idea of what I'm trying to say. Okay, anyhow, now racism is very alive and well, and it exists everywhere. You cannot walk anywhere and it's there. I'm a racist. I don't like certain races of people. Right? Why? Kind of because your residential schools. I got no use for priests and nuns. Right? I'm a racist towards them. I don't like them. It's not the religion I don't like. I don't like the nuns and the priests. A lot of them are pedophiles. So, I don't like them. My inherent right? Supposedly. Right? And your greatest president of all, President Abraham Lincoln, was a racist. And our Prime Minister MacDonald, our first Prime Minister, was also a racist. Two of our greatest iconic figures of our history, right? Our founding fathers, both racist. You might as well throw a KKK outfit on them, you know? You might as well throw a robe on them, because that's exactly what they were. KKK right now are probably seeing this and they're saying, yeah, right on! Woohoo! Right? Our founding fathers were KKK. I have respect for KKK. At least you know where they stand. They tell you straight out where it is that they stand. You know? They're racist to the core, but at least you know where they stand. You have a lot of racist people out there that are hiding. They're the most dangerous because you know what? They attack from behind. They attack from within, secretive. Right? That's how they operate. So, how do we deal with racism? You can't. Unless you extinguish probably 2/3 of this world, or half or 3/4 of it, you're not going to extinguish it. Right? It's not going to happen. So, oh yeah, right, okay. Here I go. No. Remember I was talking about the numbers on the forums of the Jews and all that kind of stuff? Yeah. You know, Native people are the next set of race of people that have received the same type of treatment, right? I'm going to show you. If I can find it.
I'll show you a prime example of it. Here we go.
Sorry about that. Okay, we're going to talk about those numbers, right? Okay. I'm just going to bleak out some of the numbers here, but I don't know if you can see that. See those numbers? Top right hand, numbers down below, right? You know, this native status card that they call here in Canada, right? On the back of it has a expiration date. This card expires on this certain date that the government has issued us. If we do not renew this card, we cease to exist as a human being here in Canada. Right? We cease to exist until we renew the card again, right? Just like going to the little tables and signing and making our mark, or touch the pen, right? Signing away our authority as who we are as human beings. What they symbolically are doing again, and just in their gesture, right? And their goodwill gesture is just another way of keeping tabs on the Red Indian, right? Where are they? Who are they, right? So that little thingamajiggy there, yeah, concentration camps, isolation, denigration, termination, annihilation, discrimination. That's what that card represents to me, right? We're going to go on to part 2 of this video here shortly because I'm running out of video time. We'll talk more about this discrimination, annihilation of the ideals of the people that were and still are very proud. We are a proud nation. We've never given up. Maybe that's why there's so much hatred towards us, because no matter what they've done, they can't make us give up. Right? So anyway, I'm going to shut this down because it's part 2 of this this little thing here. Yeah. Anyhow, it's quite amazing how we walk through everyday society. We can walk in the malls as a native person and we can get followed down the aisles, right? And the person will nonchalantly come up to you and say, "Can I help you with something?" "No, I'm fine." And then stand there for the next 5 to 10 minutes pretending to move stuff around, just watching you as you're moving stuff, right? That's discrimination. That's racism. That's an attitude of a people. You know what I do when that happens? I just usually just turn right around and I can confront them. I said, "Are you a racist?" Right? And they usually, no. They start stuttering. Yeah, confront them. You're darn right. Turn right around and confront them. When they start following you in the store and start making you feel less than that, and you have money in your wallet to pay for the item in which you went into the store to shop with, and then they turn around and they follow you all over the place, that's a racist attitude. That's bigotry of your person, and you don't have to stand for it. Turn right around and confront them head on. As a matter of fact, drag that person over to the manager and tell them, "I don't appreciate being treated this way in your store. I am a paying customer, not a thief." Do it. I do. Racist attitudes. Bigotry. Right? Don't need to tolerate it. Don't need to even put up with it.